The basic idea is to give an overview about SIDBI, what we are. Basically, SIDBI was set up under an Act of Parliament in 1990, and our mandate is basically to serve as a development financial institution to promote, finance, and develop the MSME sector, as well as to coordinate with other actors who are active in this space. We have presence across India at various locations. We serve this mandate mainly by way of these 4 5 buckets. Uh, Most important one is the indirect finance. I mean, SIDBI is working with the banking sector. I mean, there are public sector banks, private sector banks, small finance banks. Then there are number of NBFCs, microfinance institutions. So basically, SIDBI is helping them to have liquidity so that they are able to provide financing to the MSME sector. And this forms the major chunk of our business, our balance sheet. Around 90% of this, our total book of around 3 lakh crore is towards the indirect finance. And besides that, we also do direct lending to MSMEs, wherein we are giving direct loans to the MSMEs in certain niche segment. And green is one of them. We have got very good green financing schemes wherein we are giving loans to MSMEs who are active in the green space. And green space means energy efficiency, mitigation, adaptation, etc. Those projects. I will come to that in detail later. And then SIDBI is also running a fund of fund. You might all be aware. It's a fund of fund to basically create more startups, provide funding through various alternate investment funds to the startup ecosystem. So it's a 10,000 crore fund which is being managed by SIDBI. Yeah. Then we are also very actively engaged in the promotion and development of MSME sector. And SIDBI is running a mission Swavalamban, basically, which is directed at creating more and more entrepreneurs in the system. And then we are basically working with government under their various programs. And I think one program which was mentioned here was also PM SVANidhi program, wherein we have been working with MoHUA, and wherein this loans were given to street vendors. And during COVID period, these loans were given to street vendors, and loans to, I think, around 40 lakh street vendors have already been given using the joint platform of SIDBI and MoHUA. Next, please. So as I was telling that we are also very active in the green space, and through various lines of credit from JICA, KFW, AFD, etc., and World Bank, we have been giving loans, particularly in the space of energy efficiency and modernization. So we have channelized around USD 1.5 billion to more than 15,000 units in various industrial clusters, and this has led to significant emission reduction, etc. And basically now we are covering under our green agenda various other sectors so far which we have not been touching, and this sector, solid waste management, is one of that sector wherein we feel that there is a lot of potential for changing the ecosystem. SIDBI is also one of the accredited agency of Green Climate Fund, And we are also working with Green Climate Fund for basically getting more resources in the country, cheaper resources, and so that we can channelize that to the MSME sector. It's not working. Ah. So, uh, as you might be aware, SIDBI has been very active in the space of when getting liquidity to the MSMEs. That so we have created certain institutions. One is CGTMSE, Credit Guarantee Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. CGTMSE has been given guarantees for the loans which were given collateral free by banks, and now we have also converted into a hybrid model. And over the period, we have issued more than 66 lakhs of guarantees and through the CGTMSE covering around 2.60 crores, 2.60 lakh crores of guarantees have been issued. So increasingly, if you see, I mean, the graph has been increasing. So banks find very convenient to latch upon these guarantees and give loans to certain sectors which generally they find riskier or challenging. So second, next. Yeah, one more example. This is a Government of India company, NCGTC, National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company. Again, Government of India has created this company, which is managed by SIDBI, and we are offering, guarantees through this company, and these are also, the guarantees are being offered to certain sectors wherein Government of India is trying to develop and promote. And one is educational loans, then skill development, factoring sector. So again, here also the graph has been rising. Around 93 lakhs guarantees has been issued with more than 1.5 lakh crores. So this basically underlines the importance of the credit guarantee mechanism for basically creating more liquidity or developing certain sectors where financing is not reaching out. Next, please. So, those were the examples of sectors where generally not much technical skills are required or technical issues are there for a banker to basically. One more example of a risk sharing facility, which is an ongoing project, and we are running this with the support of World Bank. This is a partial risk sharing facility for energy efficiency, and under this risk sharing facility, the objective is basically to develop the ESCO ecosystem in the country, energy service companies. So any energy efficiency project which is delivered through ESCOs gets the benefit of this risk sharing facility, and we are guaranteeing that loan to the extent of 75% through this facility. Generally, if you are aware, whenever some project is implemented, an energy efficiency project through an ESCO. ESCO is a technical person who goes to somebody, say corporate, municipality, or wherever. They create certain assets or change certain assets, and then gets repaid over a period of time. So the challenge is basically the assets are not there, and they are at a third party location. So generally bankers are not willing to finance these kind of projects. So that's why this facility was created to give comfort to the lenders that this is a sector wherein though it might look very risky because of our mindset of asset based lending, but that much risk is not there. So 70, as I said, 75% of the loan is being guaranteed under this project. And I now come to the next, please. Okay. Sorry. Go back. Yeah, so some of the achievements, I mean, we have still around 5, 6 years more to go under this project. But till now, we have achieved, we have covered energy efficiency projects of around 500 crores under this project, and through ESCO routes. And not even a single case has defaulted. There has not even nowhere there has been default. And through this facility, we have been encouraged 14 other lenders, so parties PFIs. So we have been able to encourage 14 lenders, including State Bank of India, HDFC, and even the bigger banks, to come forward and lend to this kind of projects. So that is also, and around 20 ESCOs are now when they are working, and they have developed their own capabilities. Now they are getting more projects, and we have achieved savings of more than 205 gigawatts under these projects, and this project is still going on. So this is an example of the project, what risk sharing facility can do, and leverage is multiple times. When facility is around 26 million US dollar, and we have been able to leverage multiple times, much more, when many times more the value of the facility projects could be covered. And still we are running this its project is ongoing, so results are going to be achieved. Now coming on to the proposed RSF, which for which we are all here. So this is basically, again, the purpose is basically to develop this sector. I mean, to basically, as was said, that whatever are the pain points of these sectors, we should be able to, try to remove those pain points, so that the sector starts getting funds which they desire. The project duration is 5 years. Partners GIZ and SIDBI. Part of the facility like TA, I must also tell you, for a risk sharing facility, generally, besides the guarantee corpus, there is a TA component also. And here, TA component is basically to do certain developmental activities to create the market making activities. So under the PRSF project, SIDBI is doing both the things, but under this RSF project, GIZ will be doing certain TA activities. Obviously, we'll be doing them on partnership mode basis. And obviously, we will have the guidance from MoEFCC and MoHUA. So again, the approach here will also be the same. We will be impaneling the financial institutions. First, we'll be basically telling them about this sector, and we'll say that we are going to guarantee these loans to certain extent. Will you be willing? So whoever is interested will be impaneled, and then they will be. Before that, we will do certain pre-screening, which SIDBI does, and that is the core strength actually, because we have a center which comprises of finance team as well as the technical experts. So once we pre-screen and then go to a bank that we have already evaluated, and we are willing to give guarantee if you are willing to finance this project, then the confidence and comfort level is entirely different from that bank. So that is the value which SIDBI would be bringing on the table. Presently, the construct is like this. that the waste management companies who have turnover greater than 25 crore, the facility proposes to guarantee the loans up to 25%, and for the projects below 25 crore, where the turnover is below 25 crore, up to 50% guarantee is proposed. Uh, yeah, I must also say here that presently the size of the facility is quite small. Looking at the size of the entire sector. But I'm sure if we are able to show certain results very quickly and good results, maybe there will not be any problem for further funding with partners like EU and everybody on the table. This is broadly what I have to say. But the basic purpose of this pre-launch event is that these are not hard-coded figures as of now. We are able to, we are flexible, and the purpose of this workshop is to basically understand from you all what you want, how you should be, so that it could be, and I know that besides financing, TA also plays an important role. So how can we structure that TA jointly with GIZ so that it is beneficial for you to raise the funding which you are requiring? So more to listen from you and understand from you, so that when we launch this facility, it is in a much better shape, and it is which can be of use to everybody. With that, thank you very much.